Alrighty, race fans, welcome back here for the playoffs. Season number 7 here for the ISRL Iceman Sim Racing League. Tonight we are at the Big Rick Smokin' Meats 250 here at Rockingham Speedway. Before they go ahead and get into qualifying, let's go ahead and jump into the playoff standings here real quick. Not have like a PDF or anything like that. Well, not PDF. We don't have all the standings, but we do have like a PDF type thing here. AJ Hyder there in that top spot coming into tonight with 1,062 points. And second, Connor Trafari there with 1,048. Zach Lindgren third, 1,040. Jordan Coons, P4 coming into tonight for the winner 12 with 1036. Aaron Rashawn there in fifth, 1027. Mitch Van Oss, 1025. Hankins there in seventh with 1024. Cody Webster eighth with 1020. Walker Thomas with 1015. Eli Innes with 13. Michael Dorsey 11th, 1008, as well as Nicholas Bumlick there, rounding out your championship 12. 12 drivers will be contending for the championship here starting tonight. Qualifying is underway. You have Connor out here on track. Chris Lilly there in second right now with a 23.896. Jason Semino there third. Well, was third. Eli up there to the top spot with a 23.830. Michael Dorsey pops up to second. 23.849. AJ Hyder here currently 10th. And Hyder's going to jump up to the top spot with a 23.747. Blows Eli's time out of the water. Got driver still out here. Kirker, Clinton Seymour there. Currently 15th. Lap time of 24.186. Anthony Colatuano 13th. Got Aiden Smith there in 9th. Zach Lindgren out here on track, currently P2 with a 23.819. We'll see what he does here on his second lap. Coming to the start-finish line, he will P2 there. Lap was a 23.84, so a little slower than his first lap time. Moss is the driver out there on track right now. That Jordan Coons pops up, currently P4. His second lap in. Here, if he can improve that lap here, one of the contenders here for the championship coming down to the start-finish line. 23.82 lap. Put him third with fourth, Dorsey fifth. Count out the drivers here qualifying here tonight. About a minute here left to go. All going here. Should be wrapping momentarily. Working on getting a pole set up right now. Or the poll, does a driver in Championship 12 win here tonight at Rockingham? Get those votes put in chat. See what we got going on as we're going to get down here to the starting grid here this evening. Starting in that first spot, AJ Hyder. Second, Zach Lindgren. Jordan Kuntz, third. Eli Innes, fourth. In row number 3, we got Michael Dorsey. Rolling off fifth. Corbin Collins rolling off sixth. In row number 4, we got Connor Trafari and Jason Semedo off eighth. In row number 5, we got Chris Lilly there at 53. In 10th, Aiden Smith. In row number 6, we got Josh Duke. Jared Rashawn there rolling off E12. Okay, 13th. I was clicking the wrong button there. In 13th, we got Hankins there. In 14th, we got Cody Webster. In row number 8, Nicholas Bumlick. Drake there. Lika Drake rolling off 16th. And row number 9, Marcus Van Der Lee. And Walker Thomas there in that 12 machine rolling off 18th. In row 10, Mitch Van Oss. And Anthony Colatuano there rolling off 20th. And 21st, James Rader. 22nd, Clinton Seymour. Chris Thornton at 42 rolling off 23rd. Emmerich Mahone in that 4 machine rolling off 24th. And 25th, we got Richard Kirker. 26th, Daryl Arnold. 27th, Paul Reckley. 28th, Kyle Camper. And rounding out the field here, shotgun here tonight at Rockingham. At 51 of Nathan Inman. Down to the race info here for the ISRL. Season 7, Eliminator 12, race 1 of 2 here tonight. Well, not here tonight, but race 1 of 2, kicking off here tonight at Rockingham. We got an air temp of 69, partly cloudy, winds 7 miles an hour. Track length is just under a mile at 0.97. Track temp is at 73 degrees. Getting ready to go, green flag racing. Wait for that pace car to dive off to the safety of pit road. And it will be in control of the flagman, Barney the flagman, here this evening. Pace car is off. We're waiting for that green flag. Green flag is out. We are underway here for the Big Rick Smoky Meats 250 at Rockingham. The Eliminator 12 kickoff to the Season 7 playoffs is underway. We already have a caution. Big one going on behind here. Got Eli involved. Back here and see what happened. Looks like I think it happened back before him. Back here. Wimp cam. No, it started with Eli. Got Connor Trafari involved in that. Like only a couple drivers. Some might have a few bent up fenders, but should be good to go. One thing I did not get done before update the overlay. Going over your top 10 here real quick. AJ Hyder, P1, Zach Lindgren, 2nd, Jordan Kuntz, 3rd, Mike Dorsey, 4th, Corbin Collins, 5th, Jason Semino, 6th, Chris Lilly, 7th, Eden Smith, 8th, Josh Duke, 9th, and Jared rounding out your top 10 here early on here. Already had one caution. As tonight's race is 175 laps. Stage is at lap 80. Final stage will be a 95 lap. Won't be a shootout. There is no caution here for the stage. Just pretty much capture the top 10 and do the points from there. As the race recap goes here, we've 4 laps of 175, 1 caution for 3 laps. AJ Hyder is your leader. As far as your biggest movers of the race here so far, looks like Kirker, Darrell, Camper there with 5. They're 23. Getting ready to go back green flag racing. And get back up to our leader here. Pace car is getting ready to dive off once again to the safety of pit road. This time AJ will be in control of the restart. Pace car is off. AJ is going to hold him back, and we are back green flag racing here once again for the Big Rick Smoking Meats 250 at Rockingham. A little bit, Zach Lindgren going to go ahead and give that position up to Corbin Collins there in that 71. Didn't like being on that outside, I'm sure, as we got the 94 way up there. Jason Semino there running the high side. Of course, doing the Larson move. 89 of Aiden Smith's going to go ahead and get around him. And, ooh, Josh Duke looking to the inside there, trying to look to the inside of Semino. Not going to be able to do anything with it. Go ahead and get back here a little bit further here with Nicholas Bumblink in that 77 machine. Got the 12 there, Walker Thomas on the back of him, trying to get around him. This is a battle for the 13th position. Back here to Clinton Deuce Seymour from Thornton, Alabama. Currently 18th, up 4 positions from where he started the race, as he's got the 98 there of Anthony Colatuano. Oh, Clinton slamming that outside wall. Trying to make that car a little smaller there on the passenger side. He's going to lose a couple positions there. Anthony and James Rader there in that 72. Richard Kirker is trying to look down to the inside, but now he's got the 43 behind him as well. Like Richard's going to be able to get around Clinton. You got that 43. If he is a lap down. Oh, Clinton blinked out. What happened to Clinton? There he is. He's back. Right in front of Darrell. Darrell, almost contact there. Coming out of turn 2. He gets a little tight there. Down the back straightaway, going down to 3 and 4. It looks like Darrell is going to be able to get around Clinton. Now we got Kyle Camper. And out of 4, looking down to the inside, wants to get around Clinton as well. Might be able to get around him here in 1 and 2. Able to do that, but as we get back up front here, AJ still in that lead. Got that 99 Jordan Kuntz there right on his heel. Right around a 0.2 of a second lead between first and second. Got Corbin Collins here in third in that 71 with Zach Lindgren nipping at his heels there at P4, and then a little bit of a gap back here to Mike Dorsey in P5 in that 3 machine. Running that Lowe's blue there on the front with the white and green. All the contenders got green on there. Corbin's trying to look down to the inside of Jordan Kuntz here through 3 and 4. Corbin is not one of them drivers for the title. Check. He is not. Okay. Oh, AJ really pushed up there. Got Jordan now to the lead. Jordan's going to lead that lap. Still got AJ to the outside. AJ really running that high side up there. I don't know if all of a sudden his car was not feeling good on the bottom or if he just overdrove it. Able to make that outside work, actually. Back up in the top spot for now. First, second, third, and fourth. You pretty much throw a blanket on those guys. Bumper to bumper here. We are on lap 15 here of 175. We still got 66 laps to go here in stage 1. Like I said at the beginning of the race, there are no cautions for the stage unless there is an incident that brings out a caution up to 3 laps prior to the stage being complete. Go back here a little bit further here. Walker Thomas trying to look down to the inside there of that 41 through 3 and 4 here. That'll put Walker up to P11. Get back up to the front here. Jordan Kuntz still trying to look to get around that 24. Not able to do anything with it quite yet, though. But still early on. Lap 18 here. Long race. Jared. I think Jared blinked out momentarily. Thought they were doing battle there with Jared and Walker. I think that was just Jared doing a little blip. We got Jordan Kuntz trying to take that lead back away from AJ. Coming out of 2, though, AJ's going to make that outside work again. And do a different angle here for you guys. Now Zach Lindgren's looking down inside of Jordan Kuntz going through 1 and 2. Let's go ahead here and let's get a cockpit cam of what's going on in front of that 71 there of Corbin Collins. Leader is right in front of him. Once again, doing battle side by side. This is for second spot. Zach, Jordan on the outside. We got a caution out. Throws us to Cody Webster. Cody did not bring out the caution. Okay, there we go. We got the culprit. Richard Kirker. What happened to Richard? And take this back here real quick. Looks like he just came out of 2, hit that wall, came down, and slammed on that inside. And came back up track, and the cars were coming down the back straightaway. That will bring out our caution. His engine is toast. Back alive here. Pit stops are underway. Corbin Collins stayed out. Looks like your top 8 stayed out. Top 9, actually. Looks like your top 15 actually. Okay, yeah. Your top 13 stayed out. Okay. Corbin Collins is now in the lead. Chris Lilly second. Aiden Smith third. Jason Semedo fifth. Jared Rashawn rounding out your top 5. Corbin's going to go ahead and get us back underway here. Go ahead and wait for that pace car to dive off to the safety of pit road. Ahead. Different key on the restart. Let's go ahead and do a blimp cam here on this restart. Hold back here a little further here with Anthony Qualituano there in 8th. Ooh, contact there. It looked like between the 41. 98. 98's going to roll it on the outside though. Battle going on back here at 43 and 41. Eli Innes and Hankins there. This is a battle for the 8th position. Whoa, AJ gonna make it. Thinking about making a 3 wide, but 43 was able to get around the 41. AJ, one of those drivers that took tires on that last pit stop. That top 15 did not pit. Corbin Collins still your race leader. Chris Lilly there, P2. You see here, AJ in 8th now. How long will those tires last? How hard is he pushing? He's got Zach Lindgren coming up behind him as well. A little strategy call here taking place early on in this race here. Obviously for AJ and Zach, stage points really don't matter to them ultimately. Well, actually they do a little bit. But ultimately getting that win means more. Here, Jordan Coons here, back here in 15th. I think that was Bumlick on the radio asking Jordan if he was on fresh tires or not. My response would be yes, he is. But I'm not out there, so I can't say that. AJ is now currently up to 4th. Got his eyes set on that 89 now of Aiden Smith. AJ gonna go run that outside. Still got Zach coming up behind him. AJ's clearing the path and Zach's just following suit. Like it's going to be a battle here once these crushed tire drivers get around Chris and Corbin. Battle for the lead there for AJ and Zach Lindgren. Now AJ up to second, really getting close to that wall in 3 and 4. As they will call it the Larson line. This is a repaved version of Rockingham. So AJ back up into the lead. And Zach Lindgren is going to follow suit, P2. So the fresh tires paid off. But somebody like Corbin Collins, Chris Lowley, still their advantage right now. Corbin up 3 from where he started. Chris up 5 from where he started. Biggest mover of the race, though, so far, see correctly, and throw that up here on the ticker, is that 12 machine, Walker Thomas, up 10 spots there in 8. Got that 99 Jordan Kuntz coming up right behind him. Another one of those drivers took tires on that pit stop. As you can see here, as far as car manufacturers go, Chevy leading the way, Ford second, Chevy, Ford, Chevy, Ford is your top 10. I don't even know if there's a Toyota out here, to be honest with you. It's all Fords and Chevys. That's not even a single Toyota out here on the track. Sorry, Toyota. As far as the best times go, it looks like within your top 10, Jordan Kuntz there. 99 machine. The fastest lap so far within the top 10 of a 23.989. AJ has led 26 laps here in the early going. Still got 42 laps to go here in stage 1. We're on lap 39 of 175 here for the Big Rick Smoking Meats 250 at Rockingham Speedway for the ISRL Season 7 Eliminator 12 Race 1 of 2. Next week, these drivers will head over to Nashville. Right now, AJ is wanting to put the league on notice here that he's going to be the driver to beat. Speaking of that, coming into tonight's race, AJ Hyder has won 6 races here for Season 7. As he won at Homestead, Kern Raceway, Long Beach, Red Bull Ring, Pocono, and New Hampshire. Zach Lindgren right behind him here in second. He has 1 win on the season. He was back at Kansas. Michael Dorsey there in P3. He also has a win on the season. I go all the way back to Talladega. His one and only win. Jordan Kuntz is still looking for his first win here for Season 7 with the ISRL. And you got Connor Trafari. Currently back here in 19th. Started 7th. He has 2 wins on the season. Both within the last few weeks here. The first win came at Watkins Glen. And last week over at Atlanta. Back up here to the lead as Zach and AJ still neck and neck here between these two. Zach's wanting to get around that 24 though. How long can AJ hold him off? Maybe try to get Zach to use his tires up a little bit. Or is AJ trying to save a little bit here for the longer run? So far, the pole, the race would end right now. One of the drivers within the championship 12 is going to win here tonight. But still got a long way to go here. Still got 35 laps here to go in stage 1. Got 95 laps to go from there. See here is AJ coming to the start finish line. His lap time 24.972. Back 24.993. So just a little bit slower than AJ. Ahead here, pull up. The gap here between Hyder, Lindgren, just under half a second. Go quick. Dorsey was actually a little faster than both of them the last lap. Here coming down to lap 50 here. Zach was a little slower, and so was Dorsey. So Hyder going that long pace speed so far. He's out to about a 7/10 of a second lead over Lindgren. The closest battle we have on track right now is right here. Aiden Smith doing battle there with the 77 of Nicholas. Nicholas on the inside of him. This is a battle for 9th. Through turns 1 and 2. And get a little chase going on here. To have figured it out. But Eli, 7-0. Jason's running that little higher side. They're both trying to get up the Walker. Oh, almost contact there. I think Walker brushed the wall. Eli is still touching the wall a little bit. Mitch Van Oss here inside of him. This is a battle for 13th. So far, the biggest loser of the race. No surprise. Did have that little hiccup there at the beginning of the race. That number 9 of Connor. Currently still down 9 positions where he started. Started at 7th, currently 18th. Hyder now working on a second over Zach there in P2. here. Mitch Van Oss. Battle there with that 41. Ooh, got the 56. As well as Marcus Van Der Lee here. Right now, looks like that outside is going to prevail. Like, Marcus is going to be able to take over the spot from Mitch. Now, Marcus is going to look down the inside there, trying to take 14th away from Hankins. Like he's going to be able to do that coming out of turn 2. Starting to see a little bit of saving tires coming into play, I guess. Marcus there. He is sitting here. Seconds back from the... Is that right? Yes, that is right. Oh, 17 and a half seconds back. Go ahead and see what's going on here with Nathan Inman. He's not out here on track. Chris Thornton here, currently 23rd. Started 20, right where he started, about to go lap down with AJ down in his inside. Down here to 20 laps to go here in stage 1. For the Big Rick Smokin' Meat 250 here at Thunder Valley, The Rock. And see what Daryl's doing back here. Started 26th up to 20th. Daryl Big Dog Arnold. And it looks like he's got an attitude on a mission here tonight here at The Rock. See if he can bring that number 6 within the top 10. Our cartoon character here in that 91, Kyle Camper. Started 28th, currently 23rd. So just a few positions back from where Daryl was at. He's looking to get up there to that 42 of Chris Thornton. We got little gaggle cars here. You got the 94, you got the 43, 41, 182, 98. They're both side by side here. Battle for 14th and a battle for 13th. 15th. 15th and 13th. Looks like Mitch. Somehow, ooh, we got smoke. I think somebody smoked the wall. Oh! We caught that live. Mitch. Hit the wall hard coming out of 2. Unfortunately, Anthony had nowhere to go. I think, most part, will be... He will be... Well, he's got a little bit of right front damage there. But he should be able to come down pit road and get that most of it fixed here. Wait for that pace car to catch up to the field. We'll go ahead here, take a quick break, guys. Do not go anywhere. We will be right back. We're going to go side by side. Alrighty, folks. Welcome back, as we are getting ready to go back green flag racing. We do have a little discussion of what's going on pit road here between the drivers as far as how many pit boxes somebody can drive through. Interesting to see how that is handled here going forward. Right now, it's time to get back racing here. Big Rick Smoking Meats 250 at Rockingham as the pace car is off to the safety of pit road. AJ's in control. We are back underway here tonight. We're down to 12 laps to go here in stage 1. Said there is no caution for the stage unless a caution comes out for an incident. Get up here with Corbin Collins. Jared there on the outside of him. Coming out, got real tight there coming out of 4, but it looks like Jared's going to be able to hold off Corbin. That is for the 5th position. Jared got his eyes on Cody. But we got Michael Dorsey here wanting to take that second spot away from Jordan, and looks like he's going to be able to do that. Put Dorsey up to P2. Got radio chatter going on here throughout drivers' chats here tonight. AJ still your leader here. Pretty much dominated the race here tonight. He's led 59 laps. Looking to lead lap number 60 here. Going through turns 3 and 4. Be able to do that here this evening. We're down to 8 laps to go here in stage 1. Go ahead and see what's going on as far as excitement out here on the track. Got Connor back up to where he started the race in 7th position. Marcus Van Der Lee at 8th spot, trying to catch up to that 9 there of Connor. Corbin Collins in that 71, right where he started the race in P number 6. Running that very low line, hugging that yellow line. Kind of what you want to do here at Rockingham. Back here is Zach Lindgren here, currently 18th. I don't know what happened on his pit stop, but he is got some work to do. Get himself back up in contention there. Still a long way to go as we're down to 5 laps to go here in stage 1. Once AJ crosses the line, we'll be down to 4 laps. So far not able to break away yet from Dorsey, but we saw there in the last run, right after about 12, 13 laps, he started to put a gap on Zach. So we'll see if that's going to be true here with Michael Dorsey as well. Seems to be clean air is king. Getting that dirty air on you going through these turns definitely hinders your right front. So see if that holds true here as this run goes on. But right now, Dorsey got a good run out of 4 down the front straightaway. Really checking up there. Jordan Kuntz and that 97 and Cody Webster. Webster's going to go to the outside down the back straightaway. Going to take that 3rd position away from Jordan. It looks like he's going to be able to do that coming out of 4, and Jared's going to follow suit. Jared's going to take P4 away from Jordan, make him lose 2 spots here. Oh, Jordan blinked out. He's back. Hopefully that was just a one-time thing for Jordan. Right. Now we got Cody on the outside of Dorsey, this second position. Going to be able to do that. Now he's got his eyes set on the leader, AJ Hyder, who's been dominating the race here tonight, but now you got that 97 of Cody. And he's going to dive it down to the inside, coming out of 4, getting a good run down the front straightaway, but AJ is going to lead that lap. Ooh, got a little loose there. Kind of drove it in hard there in turn 1. Able to get the good drive off out of 2. Able, for right now, put Cody at bay. See how hard Cody had to drive. Be interesting to see what happens here in the next few laps here with those tires. For those just tuning in here this evening, let's go ahead real quick. Throw up the playoff standings coming into tonight. AJ, Connor, Zach, Jordan, Jared, Mitch, Hankins, Webster, Thomas, Innes, Dorsey, and Bumlick all chasing for that title. As now we got a new leader. Cody Webster is your new race leader here tonight. AJ really running that high side here. Trying to stay out of that dirty air, I think, maybe. Possibly. No, he's going to call me a liar there. Cody's going to start breaking away here a little bit. He almost got a half-second lead already over AJ Hyder. Michael Dorsey now putting the pressure on AJ. Got Gordon Coons here trying to hold off that 71 of Corbin Collins. Got Connor coming up here as well through that 71. Walker Thomas in that 12 machine. As far as manufacturers go, where they are currently right now, you got Chevys 1, 2, Fords 3, 4, Chevys 5, 6, 7, Ford 8, Chevy 9, and Ford rounding out your top 10. Chevys are dominating the top 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 Chevys and 4 Fords. Really, you get second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. You can throw a blanket over these guys. Possibly have room to spare. Cody is now, and throw that gap back up here. Like he has lost a lot of speed here. Is now AJ caught back up to him. See here. But for right now, he's been able to withhold AJ back. But we'll see for how long. See, both of them really getting up close there to the wall. AJ back up to the point. Michael Dorsey going to take over second. Cody's going to fall back maybe another spot here to Jared. Going to be able to take over third. Almost got hit that wall coming out of 2. Now the biggest movers of the race. Tie between Cody Webster and Walker Thomas, both up 10 positions. Biggest loser is Innes right now, down 13. Back here in 17th position, started 4th. There, we're down to 81 laps to go here. As far as last lap times go, AJ, the fastest driver out here on track. 25:103. Just a little over half a second lead now over that 3 machine of Michael Dorsey. Jared here in third. Gordon Kuntz, 4th. Corbin Collins round out your top 5 there in that 71. Got a battle going on behind him between Connor and Cody Webster. Looks like Connor's going to be able to take over that position. Put Connor up to P6 now. Going to try to put his sights on that 71 of Corbin. Get back here, a little further back here. Hankins here in P9. Trying to get up to that 12 of Walker Thomas. Ooh. Aiden Smith. Backing that wall coming out of 2. Driver's got to watch doing that. Get that right front damage on that car and thought it was tight before. Get it even tighter at the rock. Nicholas Bumlick here in 11th. That 77 machine. Ooh! Ooh, somehow Aiden lost it, but was able to save it. What a save. Good drive in there by that 89. Not only not wreck it, but to not lose a spot. Like he's got a little crinkle there in the center of his rear bumper. He's still going strong here. Bumlick has fallen back just 1 spot. Might fall back 2 here. Back lingering in that 85. Trying to hunt him down. I think it was just a miscalculation there. Aiden possibly broke a little sooner than Bumlick was expecting. But they kept it green. They kept it green. Clean and green. Did I say green twice? I think I did. As AJ Hyder here in that 24 machine really, oh man, he kissed that wall coming out of 2. He's got a almost 1.5 second lead over second. Just shows you how hard he's driving that car. Horsey here, P2. Like we got 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers off track right now. Richard Kirker, Mitch Van Oss, Chris Thornton, Kyle Camper. Nathan Inman, Cameron Cone, Paul Reckley, all off track. We have the caution behind where it happened. Eli Innes. What happened to Eli? Ooh. So he had a car slow up in front of him, and he went to hit his brakes and lost it. That will bring out our caution here tonight, our fourth caution. So I would expect everybody to be coming down pit road here. Go ahead and do a quick race recap here. 105 laps of 175. AJ Hyder is your leader. 4 cautions so far. 10 laps. 5 lead changes. Race analysis here. We've already done the stage. 175 laps here tonight. We are in the final stage of tonight's race. As far as the weather goes, we are air temp at 68. Winds out of the northeast right around 4 miles an hour, 7 miles an hour out of the northeast now. Partly cloudy, humidity at 44%. We will go ahead and take another side-by-side. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will be back. Alrighty, folks, welcome back. Cody Webster's your leader. During that little break, drivers in chat talk about tires. A lot of them are down to one set. They don't want to use them quite yet, so we'll see here who elected to take tires, who elected to save some. Pace car is off to the safety of pit road. Cody in control here. We are back underway here tonight. The Big Rick Smoking Meats 250 at Rockingham, down to 68 laps to go. AJ is going to go ahead and take the lead back over as we got a little cluster going on back behind him. 3 wide, 3 and 4. Oh, Connor's really driving the wheels off of that number 9 machine here. Now down to the inside, going down to turn 1. He's going to get turned by the 17. He saves it. Great driving there by Connor. Oh, Jared's now getting loose coming out of 2. Jared's really dropping back. He's able to save it as well, but he's going to lose a lot of positions there. All the way back to 15th. Now we got Jordan Kuntz in second. Around that 3 of Michael Dorsey. Ooh, man, that was some action-packed racing there for half a lap. talks about how difficult it is to get around people here. Like Marcus, oh, we got big pile up here to see. Go ahead and take a look back. Ooh, it started in front of Chris. That would be the... That was 56 and Marcus. What happened to Marcus here? Oh, might have had a little help from his buddy there. That 32, Josh Duke, going down in turn 1 and 2. Just a little nudge. Round Marcus went. Here comes just a little spin out there. Definitely gonna hurt those tires. Doesn't look like a whole lot of damage there. That. Caution number 5. Here at the Rock. AJ P1, Jordan Kuhn 2nd, Mike Percy 3rd, Collins 4th, Ari 5th, Thomas E6, 7th, Duke 8th, Lingren 9th, and Drake rounding out your top 10. We'll miss that back here and backside. Looks like 32. Josh Duke is going to be getting an EOL for that last caution. You saw in the replay there. It was just misjudgment on the speed through the turns, but ultimately still got in the back of him and unfortunately brought out that caution here this evening. So we are down to 1 to green. But you're getting back side by side here. Jordan's going to restart on the outside of AJ. Dorsey right behind AJ, and 71 of Corbin Collins right behind Jordan Kuntz. You do see some of these drivers with a yellow stripe on the back of their bumper. This is their first season with the ISRL. Raced my first full season with these guys up to tonight's race. Great to get out here on the track with these guys and raced up a little bit. Bring back some fond memories racing with a lot of these guys throughout the years. Pace car is getting ready to dive off to the safety of pit road. AJ is going to be in control of the restart once more. And the green is back out. We are back underway here at the Big Rick Smoking Meats 250 at the Rock. 61 laps to go here this evening. A lot of side-by-side going on here on the restart. Everybody's trying to get everything they can get here early on. Got Connor trying to figure out if he wants to go with that 71 or if he wants to go with the 3. Oh, the 3 almost... I think he kind of cut off the 71 there, but he definitely had the momentum coming out of 4. Dorsey up to P3. Connor using that outside here to his advantage here. And he's got his eyes set on that 3 of Michael Dorsey. Jordan Kuntz in second. AJ Hyder still your leader. Got that 12 of Walker Thomas trying to get around that 71 of Corbin. Get back here 14th with Errol and Marcus Van Der Lee. Marcus is trying to get up to that 94 Jason, as the sun is disappearing on us. Somebody took the sun away. Not really sure what's going on here. The rock does not have lights, but it got dark quick. Must be a very dark cloud in the sky. It was sunny all race long, and now all of a sudden somebody put a big cloud over that sun. See how it looks in the hot pit cam. Oh, can't speak. Here on the 9 there of Connor, looking at a back bumper of Jordan Coons. Even though it's a newly paved track, it's still a very bumpy track. We do a gyro. Get back here to the 71 of Corbin Collins here. Get on inside of what's going on inside of his car. Either Walker came out like a rocket ship there on the inside of Corbin. Corbin's going to fall back to 5th now. Walker Thomas up to 4th, up 14 spots. He started the race. If I'm not mistaken, that is the biggest mover of the race here. Walker there in P4 up 14. Darrell up 12 there in 14th. Now people in chat are starting to ask what happened to the sunball in the sky. Asked that like 3 laps ago. Coons here in 2nd, about a half second behind AJ. Connor Trafari 3rd, trying to work that outside to get around Jordan. Not be able to do it. Here comes Walker. Walker's looking to get up there, but here comes Connor down to the inside of Jordan Coons. This is a battle for not only position, these 2 contenders for the championship here for Season 7 between Connor and Jordan. Every position does matter, especially if the competitor in front of you is a fellow contender title. That battle seems to have subsided for now. Back here, Chris Lilly here in 16th, getting around Ross Duke in that 32. Down to 49 laps to go here at the Rock. We're going on just a little past 9:45 here east. I was just tuning in here. Let's go ahead and give a quick race recap. We have we're on lap 128 of 175. We've had 5 cautions for 15 laps, 6 lead changes. AJ Hyder, your race leader, he's been dominating here tonight. Give you a little 105 laps led here tonight. As the sun has made its return here, so these drivers can start seeing the track again. Walker's trying to peek down to the inside of Connor, not going to be able to do it there. He's not able to hold up that momentum. You know, once these tires start wearing off, it's very hard to get a stable run. Especially once you start getting that arrow push car in front of you. Get back here to that 90 of Drake. Haven't talked much about him. Started 16th, currently P9. Solid top 10 so far going for him. Still got 44 laps to go. Looking to get within the top 5. That'd be a very good race for him. Got his eyes set right now on Hankins there in that 41. Got Zach in that 85. Was second. Definitely led a few laps here, and then I think something happened on one of the pit stops a few cautions ago, where he had to either be held or fall back to the end of the line. He's worked his way back up. 71 there. Definitely trying to arc the turns a little bit. Got a good run there out of 4. Down the inside there of the 12 of Walker Thomas. Turns 1 and 2. And it doesn't look like it gets tight, but I can attest. The exit of 2 and 4 is a lot tighter than you would imagine, especially out of 2. 4, you get away with it a little bit more. There's a little bit more room than there is on the exit of 2. It's almost like 2 turns into like a 1-lane exit. Kind of like an express lane on a turnpike. AJ still your leader. Lead shrunk down a little bit. Jordan's able to bring it down 0.2 of a second. Now he's trying to bring it down within a 1/10 of a second. Here comes Connor doing that Larson line. Definitely with that repave, definitely opened up, you know, different lanes, different options for these drivers. As you can see now, Jordan's starting to use that mid to high line. Marcus here in 14th, trying to get up to that 77 of Nicholas. That would be a battle for 13th. Right now, the closest battle on track would be for the lead. Actually, for P2, between Jordan and Connor. As Connor's flirting with that wall. Somebody might want to get on the radio and tell Connor the wall hurts like a rock. Speaking of rock, rhymes with walk, a rock, walk, and Walker Thomas here in P4 is trying to hold off that 71 of Corbin Collins. Corbin's going to dive at the inside, down the front straightaway. He's going to take over that 4th position. Corbin's like, I got places to go. I got to get up to that P1 here. I got 36 laps to do it. Dorsey is going to look on the outside here, try to get a run coming out of turn number 4, try to do the same thing Walker that Corbin did, except he's not going to take the inside. He's going to stay right on the back bumper there of Walker. He's going to want to do it, pass him on the outside, but that opened the door there for Zach. Down the back straightaway, going down to the 3. Zach might be able to complete this pass. Depending on the run Michael was going to get. Oh, Michael's not going to get a good... Well, I thought he wasn't going to get a good run, but he did. He had nowhere to go there. He had to check up a little bit there for Walker. So, Zach is going to go... try to get around the 12 as well. That opened the door there for that 41 to look down to the inside of the 3. We got side-by-side going on here for not only P5, but also, well, they both ended at the same time. Behind them, oh, we got a blinker, 17 of Jared. He's going to be able to get around that 90 of Drake. Put Drake down to P10. Another one of them rookie drivers here for the ISRL season number 7. Zach's going to be able to get around Walker. Got the 72 James Rader right in front of him. Zach had nowhere to go, and we got a big one going on behind him. Zach, Walker, Thomas. Oh, let's go ahead and take a look back here. Right in front of them, we got the 72 James Rader. That's where it initiated at. Let's go ahead here and roll it back just a little bit. Just clips the wall a little bit. And Zach had to check up. Zach checked up. Walker shoved him into the wall, and the 3 of Dorsey had nowhere to go either. It was just a accordion effect that took place between those guys. And unfortunately, end of the night for some. Looks like AJ's going to stay out, Jordan's going to stay out, and Nicholas is going to stay out. Well, we are going to go ahead and step away here, do a little side-by-side. We'll be right back, folks. Alrighty, welcome back. The top 3 stayed out on that last caution. 6th caution here this evening. See here how this plays out. Wait for that pace car to dive off to the safety of pit road. AJ will be in control. Jordan on the outside of him. Nicholas, row 2, with Connor on the outside of him. Collins 5th. And Hankins rounding out your top 6. Green is back out. We are back underway. We are down to 28 laps to go here for the Big Rick Smoking Meats 250 here at Rockingham. We're 3 wide with Connor and Bumlick. Ooh, almost wrecking. But we're not. Looks like Jordan Kuntz has fallen way back here. Went from 2nd to 6th and still dropping. Still 3 wide back here. The 89. AJ, he's stuck in the hornet's nest. We're still 3 wide though. Now we're back to 2 wide. Almost 3 wide again. Woo! These restarts have been chaotic here this evening at Rockingham. Oh, almost. Chris Lilly almost got in the back there at the 89. But new leader here, Corbin Collins in that 71. Your new race leader, Jared in second. Connor, third. AJ has fallen back all the way to fifth, about to be sixth here as the 90. So Drake's going to look down to the inside of him. And around him. Now you got the 94. Jason going to look down to the inside as well. So, not pitting. So far, not been the way to go. But, sure those guys are banking on a late race caution here. We still got 25 laps to go. The way they've been racing, I would not be surprised to see at least one more caution here this evening. We got 4 people out there. So far, the poll, 100%, yes. One of the contenders for the championship will win here this evening. Well, Corbin is not one of them drivers. If this was the last lap, Corbin would be winning, and that poll would be deemed untrue. But we got that 9 of Connor. He is trying to hunt down that 71. Connor is a hungry guy. He's been on a streak as of late. Last 2 races, he has won Watkins Glen and Atlanta, so he's looking to get that 3rd win, the first one of the playoffs here for Season 7. We will have one more race for the Eliminator 12 coming up next Tuesday at Nashville. Definitely want to stay tuned for that one coming up next Tuesday right here on Extreme Racing. That one, Music City 200, coming up here on the 2nd of December. Trying to see what's going on throughout the field here. Oh, Chris Lilly looking down to the inside there of Hankins. This is a battle for 7th. Chris might have the, yes, he's definitely got the momentum coming out of 2. Maybe the 41 backed it off a little bit there, just let him by. Well, now I say that, here comes the 97 of Webster. He's going to get around him as well. We're still sitting about 0.2 of a second gap between the leader and Connor. Battle of the Seas going on. Corbin Collins and Connor Trafari. Get back here a little further back here to 13th. Eli Ennis here. Get around Josh Duke for 13th. Big Dog Daryl up here in 12th. Started back in 26th. Up 14 spots. Currently your big mover of the race. Jordan Kuntz has dropped all the way back to 16th. Restarted 2nd. You're down to 17 laps to go. Oh, now 16. Connor is eking just a little bit closer there to Corbin. But Corbin has the advantage as these laps wind down. The tires start aging more. And it's going to get harder to get around that 71 machine. As far as manufacturers go here, let's see where we stand. Chevy 1-2, Ford 3rd, Chevy 4 and 5, a Ford in 6, Chevy 7-8, Ford in 9th, and then a Chevy rounding out your top 10. 7, Chevys, and 3 Fords. Very good night for Chevrolet here at the Rock. Now, Connor's really running that Larson line. Let's go ahead here and let's do in-car cam with that number 9 of Connor. Ooh, 71 smacked the wall there at a 2. Been a lot of that going on throughout the race here tonight. These drivers hitting that wall, especially at a 2. Almost hitting that rev limiter down the front straightaway. Connor's trying to do everything, trying to get everything out of that car here as we're down to 12 laps to go. Well, actually 11 and a half. Here, what kind of sun he's got to deal with going into turn 1. See that sun shining bright going into turn 1. Right now, Corbin been able to withhold the storm here so far. See what we got going on here. Get back here. Walker and Marcus. We have a caution. James Rader. Let's see what happened to James. Ooh, smacked the wall out of 2 again this time. Finished him off. So, the plot has twisted. Drivers who did not pit last pit stop definitely be coming down this time. Get those 4 good years on their vehicles, and we're going to have a shootout here for the Big Rick Smoking Meat 250 here at Rockingham. We're going to take our last side by side. Don't go anywhere, folks. Won't miss anything. Be right back. Alrighty, folks, welcome back. We get ready to go back. Green flag racing. Corbin Collins in first. Connor second. Jared Rashawn third. Michael Drake. Malika Drake and fourth. And Jason Semino rounding out your top five. As we get ready to go back green. Waiting for that pace car to dive off to the safety of pit road. Corbin will be in control. Semino is blinking. And we're back, green flag racing here, down to 6 laps to go. We'll see here if AJ and Jordan are going to be able to drive through this field here, or if it's too little, too late. We got a whole, almost 3 wide. Trying to keep up with everything that's going on here. Here comes the 77 and Nicholas. Inside of the big dog, Daryl. That's a battle for 11th. Nicholas going to take over that 11th position. Here comes AJ. He's 14th. Still got a long way to go, though. Corbin Collins checking out. Well, not really checking out. He's got about 4.5, 5/10 of a second lead over Connor. Jared Rashawn third. And we have a caution. Marcus Van Der Lee. Let's go ahead and see what happened to him. He took a violent hit. Ooh, actually, it started before that. Like that 77. Ooh, we were 3 wide? Ooh, yeah. And then Marcus just got clipped and boom, hard hit. Very hard hit there from Marcus. I don't know who that was. Somebody's hood flew off. Oh, Daryl. Daryl just had nowhere to go. Boom. Right into Marcus. Leaving his hood out there on the track for the safety team to get out there and pick that up. Still flying out there on the track. And it might have bounced on the other side of the wall. Let's go do a race recap here for everyone just tuning in. 173 or 175, so we will have a green-white checker. Corbin Collins is your leader, 8 cautions for 23 laps, 7 lead changes. As far as the weather goes, we're still at 68 degrees. Winds out of the northeast at 7. Partly cloudy. Humidity jumped up a little bit, up to 48%. At driver's chat, anyway. Up and about. Looks like the votes have dropped down to 67%. Get that 1 to green here. Go ahead and have a green-white checkered attempt here at Rockingham for the Big Rick Smokin' Meats 250. Eliminator 12, race 1 of 2. We cut it down to the contender 8. November 9th at Milwaukee. Don't forget next Tuesday, December 2nd, we hit Nashville, Music City 200. That will set the contender 8 going into Milwaukee. Right now, Corbin Collins is looking to be that upset driver. Connor Trafari second. Jared Rashawn third. Lika Drake there fourth. Eden Smith, right, rounding out your top 5. Wait for that pace car to dive off. The safety of pit road. Corbin will be in control. We'll see here if Connor can get a good restart as well. Green is out. And that was a little bit of a hiccup on a restart. All we got to do is get to the white flag here. And the checker will end the race. Jared's going to look down to the inside. We're wrecking. Oh, still wrecking. And I think that was back here. Ooh. Oh, that was a cluster just ahead of Jordan. Yeah, we were really close racing here. Let's go ahead and do a different chase. Or chase. Yeah, he... Nowhere to go. Boom. That will be our 9th caution. Green, white. Figure that out here after the playoffs. Thought it was only one green, white checkered attempt. Could be the race. Well, ultimately, could be back in the broadcasting era. Nice to have a computer that can withstand capabilities of what it takes here to do a broadcast. We are down to 1 green, so we have another green-white checker. All right, so we are not done here tonight at the big Rick Smokin' Meats 250. At this rate, we should almost call it the 260. Corbin, Jared, going to restart on the outside of him. Connor has probably got the best seat in the house, sitting there in P3. Aiden Smith, 4th. Jason Semino, 5th. Cody Webster, outside. That's your top 6. Go ahead and wait for that pace car. Make its dive off the pit road once more. We'll wait for that 71. Get us back underway here at Rockingham. And we are back green flag racing here. 2 to go. See here how far at 17 got the... Ooh, almost go. Good run there by the 71, being able to withstand that 9. Coming out of turn number 4, getting that white flag. One more lap to go here at the Rock with a big Rick Smokin' Meats 250. Corbin Collins, Connor Trafari, Jared Rashawn, 1, 2, 3 here this evening. We're not done yet. We're wrecking behind them. Aiden Smith able to save it. Coming to that checkered flag, it is going to be Corbin still in the win here tonight. Jared Rashawn, 2nd. And Connor Trafari finishing 3rd. Alrighty. Just said in driver's chat, Corbin gets eliminated the last race of the regular season. Start of the playoffs, comes out here and wins here at Rockingham. Well, folks, we will go ahead, step away, get our top 3 in the broadcast booth. Don't go anywhere. Go ahead and be right back. Early. Alrighty, folks. Well, if we can get the top 3 up here real quick, let's go ahead and start with our 3rd place finisher here. All right, well, we got that number 9 of Connor Trafari up here in the broadcast booth. Connor finishing 3rd here tonight, started 7th. Go ahead and talk about your race here at Rockingham here to kick off the Eliminator 12 here for Season 7 at the ISRL.
Honestly, after getting, I don't know really what happened on lap 1. I think just some mishaps with the caution coming out and people not expecting it, and then I got sent down to the inside wall. I think I got about a minute 25 of damage from that. Thankfully, it wasn't anything severe, like any wheel damage or anything like that. So it wasn't race ending, which was really good. But definitely wasn't ideal because I had to take the damage there, and then was praying for another caution to get more damage repaired. And then finally, it kind of worked out with strategy. I was able to take the tires and start to move up through the field. And then eventually, I think halfway through, there's a second or third caution, and that left a lot of the guys with one set left, but I still had 2 left, which was really good. So I kind of left me 1 in case there was a caution at the end. And then with about 30 laps to go or so, I was kind of running P3, I think, or just anywhere really in the top 5. And then the caution came out, and I knew that was probably the best thing for me there because I could just come down and take some tires, and kind of worked out. I got P4 on the restart, Didn't have the best restart, mainly because I kind of got stuck behind Kuntz after he got some wheel spin, but still came out P3 there, and then got past Wishin and was just kind of going at it with Corbin there for a while. I didn't really want to see the green white checkers 'cause I felt like I burned up my stuff a little too much, but the green white checkers did come out, and then just had a bunch of go backs with Corbin and Jared, and just squeaked by Jared at the end for P2. So I'll take that, especially at a track that I really wasn't very confident at, and definitely looking forward to Nashville Super Speedway.
Yeah, definitely. Just go ahead and talk about real quick, before we get looking forward to Nashville. Looked like, tonight it seemed like it was a real challenge, especially as the run went on. You guys be able to get a run and be able to get around the guy in front of you. Saw a lot of you guys using that mid to high line, especially after like 10 laps into the run. Was that just, trying to get that momentum down the straightaways, or was it just you guys trying to find another line here? Because I mean, it is a repaved track here at Rockingham.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a mixture of what you just said. For me personally, I really found a lot of speed up on the top line, 3 and 4. You probably saw that throughout the race. I really felt like I could kind of rip that more than most other people could. And I wasn't really too confident with the bottom line here. It's such a weird line, and this track's never really spoken to me like that. So it's just kind of been like a challenge for me in that aspect. But I think it's more, if anything, trying to get the run down the straightaways to possibly set up another corner. Like at least in 3 and 4, I would always try to set up the run so that I can get right to their back bumper in 1 and 2 to do the same thing back again in 3 and 4, and hopefully get to like the top of them. Um, so I would say it's definitely a lot more of a momentum thing than anything.
Well, it definitely looked like that, and it's good to hear that from a driver's perspective, as far as what you guys were trying to do. But got race number 2 coming up here for the Eliminator 12 next week, December 2nd at Nashville for the Music City 200. That race is going to set the Contender 8 going into Milwaukee. Go ahead and talk about, kind of what you look forward to going into Nashville, and, kind of what your expectations are going into that race.
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting it to be sort of like this race, honestly, with it being mostly a one line track. Um, I think you might see a little bit of the top side being incorporated in it, but I think you'll mainly see the people running the bottom, just kind of trying to run it. And it is super speedway, right? It's not the fairgrounds.
If I'm not mistaken, it is super speed.
I could have sworn it was super speedway. Okay, yeah, so that's definitely just gonna be, I think, a bottom fear track, where you gotta really take care of your tires for sure.
All right, Connor. Well, before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate your 3rd place finish here tonight, podium finish here at Rockingham, any final thoughts, shout outs you want to give before you go celebrate and start getting ready for Nashville coming up here next Tuesday?
Yeah, shout out to Lot 9 Brewing, my main sponsor for tonight. All my teammates, AJ Hyder, who really should have won this race. Just some bad strategy uh, with how the race played out, kind of sent him to the back, but he was lights out the entire race. Chris Lilly and Nicholas Budimlik, of course. All the admins, of course, Aiden Kirker, since he couldn't be here, just shout out to him for running the league and putting all this on, even though he's not here. You for putting on this broadcast, of course, and I think that's about it.
All right, Connor. Well, you go celebrate your 3rd place here. Start getting ready for Nashville coming up here next Tuesday night. Until then, enjoy this one, and we'll see you back out there on the track.
Appreciate it. See you then.
Alrighty, well, that'll take us to our 2nd place finisher here tonight. That would be that 17 of Jared. Go ahead and get him down here to the broadcast booth. Find my room. There we go. All right, Jared. Well, you started 12th here tonight, finishing in that 2nd spot. Go ahead and talk about your race here at Rockingham. How was it for you? It looked like it was a little bit of a struggle for some.
The result might say we finished 3rd, but it was not an enjoyable 3rd place. But I mean, I guess it's good for the points and all. But I don't know. I just didn't need that. I think the last caution have a shot at it. I got a really good restart there on that restart prior, and then I knew once I was restarting second, my chance to win was gone because I have a bad time whenever I restart second. So I knew my chance to win was over. So to come out away with the third is probably the best we could have done.
Yeah, it looked like that outside, especially on restarts, had a hard time. Just, you know, guessing on when that leader was going to go. But, you know, you say third. On my side, it has you second. So I don't know if iRacing's conflicting on as far as the results go. I know it was close between you and Connor there at the finish. But on my timing screen, it's got you E2 here. So I don't know if that's going to show on the results or if it's going to show up you third. But either way, regardless of that, you still finished podium here tonight. And, you know, starting 12th, you know, up 10 spots, that's pretty a good, you know, points night for you, especially now that we're in this playoff season of Season 7. Still got one more race to go here, coming up here next Tuesday over at Nashville. That will set the stage for the Contender 8 coming up at Milwaukee. Kind of talk about, you know, your mindset going into Nashville coming up here next Tuesday night on December 2nd, and kind of what you're expecting throughout that race.
Nashville's probably my least favorite track on the entire Cup schedule. So to come away here with a third place is hopefully enough to that we can maybe get by next week. Because I don't foresee me being competitive next week. Because I'd never liked Nashville, and it just don't fit me. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, hopefully I did enough tonight to at least move on to the next round. Because I feel like the next round's probably as far as I can make it, but we'll see.
Well, you never know. You know, a lot can happen between not only next race at Nashville, anything can happen there, but also at that Contender 8, if you find a way to get yourself in there, anything can happen. We saw it happen tonight with AJ dominating the whole race, and then, you know, pit strategy just bit him in the heels, as well as Jordan Coons, another driver that was up there pretty much the entire race. And then that late caution there, not elected to come down, kind of bit them in the heels. So we'll see how it all plays out here going into Nashville coming up here next Tuesday. But, you know, you got a podium finish here to celebrate, Jared. And before you go ahead and do that, any final thoughts, shout-outs you want to give before you go celebrate your podium finish here at Rockingham?
I just want to thank everybody at Elite Motorsports for keeping me sane this race because I was ready to jump off a cliff, but it worked out in the end, I guess, and we come home third. It's probably the first race all year that something didn't go against me. We did get, me and Connor had some contact that sent me back, but we was able to come back, so I just got to thank them for keeping me in it tonight. And who was on the car tonight? Oh, App State was on the car. Thank them for being on the car. Diecast fans for being a sponsor this year, and Circle B Diecast. And thank you for broadcasting these final 5 races for us. I know you probably want to be behind the wheel, so we appreciate you taking your time to broadcast these for Aiden to be able to watch them. And shout out to Aiden if he tunes in.
Oh, you have no clue. I'd rather be out there racing with you guys, but, you know, at the same token, now that I'm able to actually do a broadcast without any issues on my side, it's actually a blessing to be able to do that for you all, especially for Aiden out there taking care of his business and taking care of us. So least we can do is go ahead and give back a little bit to him and have a way for him to tune in and witness what he has created here at the ISRL. But Jared, you know, go ahead and start prepping up for Nashville, and you know, hopefully the track that you don't like, but maybe next week it'll be another one of them blessings in disguise, and you might find yourself back up here post race, if not in victory lane. Only time will tell, but until then, enjoy this one, and we'll see you back out there on the track at Nashville.
Thank you.
All right, now take us to our race winner. That number 71 of Corbin Collins. Let's go ahead and get him down to the broadcast booth. Well, Corbin, It was a night of ups and downs and a lot of lefts. Go ahead and talk about your race here at Rockingham tonight.
Well, first lap when the caution came out, ran the back of my teammate, wrecked him. That felt terrible about that. Didn't not mean to do that at all. And after that, tried to get settled in the race. We got that yellow on lap 21. Decided to stay out, save that set. The rest of the race, kind of just grinding it out, trying to save my tires, not burn them off. And then we got that yellow with I think 40 to go. A lot of guys, a couple guys didn't have no more sets, put them on, go 3 wide in the restart, get the lead, and just try to hold on after that. And then those overtime restarts, just trying to get the best jump possible, and it all worked out.
Yeah, it definitely worked out. Pit strategy definitely played a role. We saw that with AJ, Jordan. Both those drivers, especially AJ, dominated the race, led well over 100 laps, and just falling short of that pit strategy here tonight, nipped him in the butt. It looked like, too, here tonight, that outside lines seemed to be a lot more the go-to spot as far as getting a run than a lot of people were used to seeing here at Rockingham with the old track, that worn-out pavement. Was that something you were seeing throughout the race as well, or was that just something as the tires were wearing off, people were just trying to find something to get some kind of run?
Yeah, it's just really hard to pass at this track. You really want to be on the bottom to save your tires, but the outside's really enticing because it allows you, to get those runs to actually make passes. Because it's really hard to pass someone just riding behind them on the bottom. I I saw a lot of guys do it, and it worked. I mean, if you was faster than a guy and you just need to get that little bit of run to get by him, you could definitely do it, take advantage. But I don't know if you'd want to run it consistently every lap. I feel like that would you might gain a few spots there to start, but I feel like it'd really hurt you after about 20, maybe 30 laps. So I tried to be pretty steady on the bottom there most of the race.
Yeah, and I got a little tidbit there after the race. There, I heard over on the driver's radio. You got eliminated there the last race of the regular season, and here you are out here, the first race of the playoffs, and you come out here and you grab yourself a victory here to go ahead and kind of show those guys that what I belonged here. You're lucky I didn't get in.
Yeah.
But looking forward here, coming up next Tuesday night. We head over to Nashville for the Music City 200. Kind of talk about what are your expectations, your thoughts going into that track. The last race of the Eliminator 12.
Yeah, well, I don't have any laps on that track. I haven't bought it yet, so I have to get it bought and get figured out a little bit. I hope to have a top 5, top 10 day there. I mean, that's what I've been trying to really clean up here these past couple races. That's half the reason I missed the playoffs. Just way too many self-inflicted mistakes. So I've been trying to clean that up. So hopefully we can continue working on that in the next race and have another good result.
All right, Corbin. Well, definitely had a good result here tonight. Can't get better than P1. But before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate your victory here at Rockingham, any final thoughts, shout-outs you want to give before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate your victory here tonight?
Yeah, I'll shout out LJ. That paint scheme I had, asked to make it last second, and he did it, and it looks awesome, and glad he did. He got to win in it.
Yes, it looks sharp, and it looks even better in Victory Lane. Enjoy this victory here, Corbin. Definitely can't wait to see what you got in store for them coming up next Tuesday at Nashville. But until then, enjoy it, bask in the sunlight, and you got those bragging rights going in the next week.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Alrighty, and that will conclude the interviews here this evening. Let's go ahead and get down to final results, pending any admin stuff they have to do this evening. Corbin Collins grabbing a victory here tonight. Once again, Congrats to Collins on grabbing the victory here at Rockingham. Connor Trafari second, Jared Rashawn third, Jason Semino fourth, Chris Lilly fifth, Nicholas Bublik sixth, Cody Webster seventh, Hankins, I'm going to try to get that name, Ilona, eighth, Eli Ennis ninth, Aiden Smith 10th, AJ Hyder 11th, Drake there in 12th, Dorsey 13th, Walker Thomas 14th, Daryl Big Dog Arnold 15th, Jordan Kuntz 16th, Josh Duke 17th, Zach Lindgren 18th. In 19th, we got Anthony Colatuano, 20th, Marcus Bandier Lee, 21st, Clinton Seymour, 22nd, James Rader, 23rd, Kyle Camper, 24th, Chris Thornton, 25th, Mitch Van Oss, 26th, Richard Kirker, 27th, Paul Reckley, and 28th, Cameron McHone. Well, folks, that will conclude it here for Extreme Racing TV for the ISRL Season 7. You all just watched the Eliminator 12 race 1 of 2 coming up next Tuesday night, December 2nd. These drivers will head over to Nashville for the Music City 200. That race will set the Contender 8 going into Milwaukee. And don't forget, for those who have the podcast, tune in. See more podcasts. They do one just about every post race here for Season 7. Maybe next week I'll have the link in the description for the broadcast. But until next Tuesday night, it was a fun one. Can't wait to see what these drivers have in store coming up here in Nashville. But until then, happy Thanksgiving to you all. Have a safe and enjoyable holiday. We'll see you back out there on the track next. Good night.